I'm so honored to have you here today for our Zoom interview. I know we've been communicating through email, but just to formally introduce myself, my name's Jessica Smith. I'm a student at CSUN, and I'm working for Professor Kim Young's Los Angeles Public Poetry and Prose project. And would you just like to introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Laura Warrell, and I'm the author of Sweet, Soft, Plenty Rhythm.
One of my questions actually was to say, if you could make a playlist for your book, Sweet Soft Plenty Rhythm,
Mhm.
what would your top 3 to 5 songs be?
So one of the things that I do, as you can probably imagine, after, starting to read Sweet, Soft, Plenty Rhythm, I really love music. And music gets me in the mood. I sort of feel my characters in the music. And so very often what I do is I have playlists. In fact, I have 2 playlists for 2 of the characters that I'm working on right now that's filled with songs that either remind me of the characters, like they have the same vibe or energy of the characters, or they're songs that I think the characters like. And so I listen to them and they get me in the spirit of the character, they put me in the mind of the character. And when we promoted the book, we made a playlist for the book on Spotify. So if you go on Spotify and look for it, Sweet Soft Plenty Rhythm or my name, you'll find it. Originally, because Circus Palmer is a jazz musician, we were going to put a bunch of jazz. But then I told my publicist, actually, what I told you, I have playlists for each of these characters, or at least songs I listen to get into their minds. And she said, that's the playlist we need to put out. So there are songs for all of the characters. There are about 9 or 10 women who have a voice, who have a chapter or 2 in the book. And so there are songs for each of them. So for example, I don't know how far you've gotten, but you've probably met Maggie, right? She's in the first chapter. So Maggie is the woman who is pregnant in the first chapter, and Circus leaves her. The songs I have from her, she's a drummer. So there's a song, I think there's a song I put on there by Tito Puente. There's a song I put on there by a woman named Cindy Blackman, who is a drummer. She used to play with Lenny Kravitz and other rock stars. And then there's Coco, his daughter, and she was about 14 years old in 2013 when the book takes place. So there's a song in the playlist, a Rihanna song on the playlist that I think Coco would like.
Definitely.
And then there's that song by Lord, that Royals song. Royals. So that to me is that's a song that I think Coco would have liked at that time. And then for Pia likes, this is sort of my generation, like the Cranberries and like women singers. So yeah, so there's a playlist. And if you go on Spotify, you can hear it. And it was really fun to put together. And then there are a few songs that are just kind of like, I Heard It Through the Grapevine is on there. It's a song very much about like, hey, I hear you're seeing other people. What's going on here? So there's some songs that are just kind of about a cheater or pining away for someone who's not available. So that's a really fun playlist. I still sort of listen to it sometimes and I think about the characters.
I love that so much. I'm so happy to hear that there's music, and I definitely will listen to the playlist while continuing my read for your book. I love it so far, by the way.
Oh, I'm
Um,
so glad to hear that. Thanks.